Good evening, everybody. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner, and if you have received this video, it is most likely because you have watched and left a comment on the following video entitled Jeff Bliss Rant Against Lazy High School Teacher. Now I'm going to start this video with a couple of questions. What prompted you to watch this video? And after watching it, what did you learn from watching this video? Before you continue with this video, I would like for you to leave the answers to both of those questions in the comments below. I can wait. Okay, let's go on. Now, I will tell you what I learned of this video. Number one, I was unaware that teachers were using packets as some kind of a crutch. Okay? I knew about high school packets, but I thought that they were just being used as a learning tool. I had no idea that teachers were actually leaning on this like some kind of a crutch. Oh, well, we don't have to teach the kids anymore. We'll just let those things do it instead. Had I known, I would have made videos about this long ago, and I would have put them out in the public in the hopes of preventing something like this from ever happening. Number two, I am also well aware that the teacher did not explain proper Roman forums nor honor challenges to her students, and I felt this was wrong. Had she done so, most likely Jeff Bliss would have not had his little tirade. Why is that? Because he would have known what an honor challenge was all about. An honor challenge is when two people of similar credentials walk into a room and they debate a topic until one of them prevails. Now let's consider the facts of this whole situation carefully. We have a teacher who has a master's in teaching. That is her credential. We have Jeff Bliss, who is a high school sophomore dropout. He has come to the realization that he needs an education fast, or he's going to be evicted and starved to death. That's why he has returned to school. He does not even possess a high school diploma. Okay? And now he has become presumptuous in thinking that he can actually tell his teacher how to teach without any teaching experience whatsoever. So basically what he has done is he has dropped an honor challenge. Now in this kind of a situation, what would have been told to him at the first day of school, long before this ever would have happened, is that if you're going to drop an honor challenge on a teacher like that, you're going to end up getting humiliated by that teacher and kicked out of class. And knowing that, he probably would never have done that. If he wanted to conduct a proper honor challenge, he would have gone home, prepared a full-scale dossier, a massive presentation, and then gone to a school board meeting and made that presentation in front of the school board. Had he done so, he would have earned a great deal of respect. He would have shown his academics and probably would have prevailed. And we wouldn't be having this discussion right now. Now, what are the consequences of what Jeff Bliss did? Well, Jeff Bliss, number one, has discredited not only himself, but his peers, because it's going to be a lot harder for them to challenge these high school packets due to his little tirade. Number two, he has also caused teachers to become afraid of their students. And by doing so, then we run into a situation which was clearly illustrated in a book entitled The Time Machine, written by the author Herbert George Wells. If you have never read that book, I would suggest you read that before leaving me any further comments. Now, I feel that some of this is actually a failure on my part, because had I known about the package, had I known that people did not know anything about a Roman forum or about honor challenges, I would have made videos about all of this and pumped it through the airwaves until you guys knew about this, and then this probably would never have happened. And like I said, we would be having this discussion right now. So part of this is also my failure. My failure to recognize what the situation was long before it ever happened. And for that, I do apologize. And that is not fair to Jeff Bliss. But Jeff Bliss has done more harm than good. Let me tell you this. What person in their right mind would want Jeff Bliss to teach them how to read, write, or do arithmetic at this moment in time? Nobody. I can guarantee you not one sane person would want Jeff Bliss teaching them anything. He just simply does not possess the academic credentials to do what he wants to do. Now, one of these days he probably will, and that would be fine. But right now he does not. He has never attended a faculty meeting. He knows nothing about educational systems all over the world. He's only been in one educational environment. So that disqualifies him to do any kind of teaching whatsoever. He's never even tutored a kid. And those are facts. So you say, well, why are you telling all this stuff to us? Well, it's because you guys left comments on this video, and I'm going to read them, and then I'm going to address them. Ready? Alright. First we have Kevin Ramirez, and he writes, Amen. Are you also aware that employers and potential employers actually read your comments? And they try to assess what kind of a good employee you are or will be based on the comments you've left on videos. Oops. Never thought about that, did you? This could be the very reason why you're not getting hired. Or you may end up losing your employment. Because what they're seeing is an empty-headed person, or somebody that doesn't have the basic reading, writing, and arithmetic skills to do a job, or that somebody is using expletives on a regular basis which could cause an embarrassment to the employer. They see things like that. So when you say amen, that's pretty empty-headed. I know I've done better. Okay. Christoph Sandpipe writes, what's a packet? Now this is a good comment. That's right, this is actually a good comment. It means this person wants to know what's really going on. Now a packet apparently is some kind of a workbook that they hand you at the beginning of the year that is supposed to guide you in your studies throughout the year. Now, I have covered this more in depth on my YouTube channel with videos entitled High School Packets. I got part 1, part 2, part 3. There will be other parts as I go along with this, and it will explain to you what a high school packet is, in case you want to know more information. I even know who created them and why they were created. And those videos will better explain that if you want to watch. Chew Black a River writes, I think it's printed worksheets. That's a bit more than that. Refer to my videos. Gravius74 writes, this dude needs to be a politician. Like seriously, he could do some garbage for this country. Really? He doesn't even have a high school diploma. Do you really think that he should be a politician? I think not. Oops. Beast ZB1 writes, Amen. Another empty-headed comment. Amy Thompson says, preach it. What are you wanting to preach? Is he even qualified to preach anything? The answer is no. He simply does not possess the credentials to preach anything. No scholar would ever listen to him in an academic forum. It would not happen. Dog of the Real writes, have you ever wondered about the truth of life, all matter, and death? This is nothing you're used to. It has been here forever, but now it's the time to see the realest real. This book will change the world from the horrible direction it's going. We just have to reach enough truth seekers. Be interested in saving the world, saving your life. Truthcontest.com. What does that have to do with Jeff Bliss? Absolutely. absolutely nothing. You probably didn't even watch the video. Michael Bennett writes, I agree with every word he said. Amen, bro. Really? I may not be fond of packets any more than he is, but this is not a guy that possesses the kind of credentials to throw down an honor challenge. And he has literally caused more harm than good. The mere fact of the matter is, because he dropped this honor challenge, he has caused teachers to be afraid of their students, and because of this, we are getting closer and closer to emulating the society illustrated in the book entitled The Time Machine, which was written by Herbert George Wells. Don't know what I'm talking about? Read the book and you'll find out. Our society is shifting from an industrialized society to an intellectual society. And because of this, you'll either get smarter or you won't work. It's that simple. We are becoming more and more like the Eloi. And if you don't believe me, you can go take a look at that yourself. Read the book. Okay. Paulo Sarin writes, man, that teacher is lazy. On that we can agree. But you write nothing about Jeff Bliss. Do you really think that he should lead anything? I don't. Becca Nolan, amen, brother. Really? This is a high school sophomore who has dropped out of school and in desperation returned to school to try to get his education. Now, like I said, I am not fond of these packets either, and I'm going to do my part to fight back. But I have the credentials to fight back. He does not. He didn't solve any problems doing this. He just created more problems than it was worth. I'm solving the problem. I'm tutoring the kids. I am presenting material that you have never heard before. The fact of the matter is, Jeff Bliss did not make anything out of this situation except a mess. And I'm here to clean it up. A16 Bithero writes, he's right. But he doesn't have the credentials to say it. I do. He should have come to me. I would have dealt with the situation in a much more constructive manner, and a much more professional manner, and a much more educated manner. Mr. Epic Knife, amen. What an empty-headed comment. Alfie's Christmas video. That teacher is garbage. She needs to get fired. On that point, I kind of agree. She didn't do her students justice. But you need somebody like me to say that, because I'm her intellectual equal. That's the difference. Guy with a beer writes, Jeff Bliss, President of the USA. What a frightening thought. That kid's no better than the teacher. Probably a lot worse. Devin Pelletier, awesome man, you get my respect. He doesn't get my respect. Pluck my feathers. I see you are still making money from other people's content. Please tell me please tell me you at least donate it to charity. Well, I guarantee you I do not make money off of other people's content. I make money by teaching people things that they really need to know. Okay? Debbie Hugo, wow, just wow, that kid's got guts. Now, he may have guts, but he doesn't have brains. That's the difference. Mere fact of the matter is, had that teacher been really smart, she would have called the police immediately. Why? Because she could have charged that kid, being 18 years old, with 2 crimes, disturbing the peace and inciting a riot. He could have gone to jail that very day. Something I would have been tempted to do. Celia Perez, they wonder why this generation is stupid. It's because our teachers are retarded and they don't know how to teach. On that we agree. But you need somebody like me who is qualified to say something like that. Not Jeff Bliss. Bug-eyed Murphy, retarded. What's retarded? The teacher? Jeff Bliss? The school system? We don't know. We may never know. Michaela Graves writes, "Amen, brother." That's all you've got to say? Employer sees that, he probably won't hire you. Why? Because he's going to think you're empty-headed. We have another one. Down Chica 13. Yay! Yay what? Yay Jeff Bliss? Yay the teacher? Yay the school system? Yay the packets? You don't specify. Nobody has any idea what you're talking about. Employers see that and they're thinking, well, this is an empty-headed person, let's not hire them. They measure your intelligence off this stuff. If you don't believe me, I'll cite examples. Maya Akram writes, that guy's amazing. I don't consider him amazing. Zio Yu writes, what does this have to do with subscribing to this channel? Well, this tirade of Jeff Bliss has absolutely nothing to do with subscribing to this channel. Or to that channel, the one that showed this video in the first place. Absolutely nothing. Official Lucy D. Teacher, just go. Nope, just leave. Leave, please. Leave. She is so ignorant. That annoys the garbage out of me. That fella deserves a medal. He doesn't deserve a medal. He dropped an honor challenge on his intellectual superior in a closed classroom instead of an open forum. He doesn't deserve a medal for that. Besides, the mere fact of the matter was, he was supposed to take a test that day. He didn't sit down and take that test quietly. He did this instead. He was trying to get out of a test. It's that simple. He helped absolutely nobody. And you know what? He's still not helping anybody. Do you see any tutorials from Jeff Bliss? Nope, you don't. Come to my channel and you'll see a ton of them. Jeff Bliss has helped nobody. Team Manoza J. Huge respect for Jeff Bliss. The things he talks about are extremely reminiscent of my schooling experience. They may be reminiscent, but I don't give him any respect. He threw a tirade in a classroom to get out of a test. It's that simple. And he helped absolutely nobody. Rabono Doom. Yeah, that's one of the few situations of this sentence's greatest use. That's not even grammatically correct. It's got a lot of proofreading errors. And you say, well, I was using a smartphone and I wasn't proofreading. You know, they have apps that will proofread your responses. And with a few skills, you can proofread them yourself before sending them out. Employers read that and they either think you're lazy or they think you have bad grammar, spelling, and punctuation. Either way, they're not going to hire you. Think about that before you write your next comment. Cats and anime, that's what it is. Whoa, the teacher actually didn't teach. Well, you're right, but Jeff Bliss didn't help either. Jasco, he restored my faith in humanity. He didn't restore my faith in humanity. Height 115. I'm surprised you didn't say he brought balance to the force. LOL. You made it sound like Jeff Bliss is some kind of a Jedi. Ridiculous. Unworthy fame. Only if he didn't have long hair? That's all you got to say about this video? Talk about an empty-headed comment. Trouble Clef 1992. I'm not even going to read this comment. It is so full of expletives that no employer in their right mind would ever hire you. Young Cray Music. You can't expect a kid to change if all you do is just tell them. Amen. That's true. That's why I have a YouTube channel. I tell you things that they're not going to tell you. Tell you things that will actually get you gainful employment. If you don't believe me, you can come to my channel and see for yourself. London to Los Angeles 12. Amazing. What's amazing? The teacher, the student, the school system? What? You don't specify anything. Try again. B. Salmeda 1342. The subtitles, double D. What's that mean? Kate Vanessa, I want his hair. Why? Okay, do you want him to donate it to you because you've lost your hair to cancer or something? What, you just happen to like his hairstyle? Are you trying to emulate him? Jack Johnson. Sadly, little real improvement will come from this. That's true because he did it the wrong way. The only thing that will happen is that from now on, teachers will make dang sure students aren't recording anything in class. They'll do worse than that, I assure you. That's why I'm around. Robert Ware. There should be more kids like him. No, there should be a lot less kids like him and more adults like me. We take on those challenges, not the kids. Especially when we possess academic credentials to do so. Stone Age. Massive respect to that dude. No respect to Jeff Bliss. Meaty Me 27. School is a joke. I love education but hate school. My sentiments exactly. But you have to have somebody like me to take on the school system and win. And I'm going to end this with Jake Sattel. LOL, the subtitles are off. That's all you've got to say? You even use expletives. The chances of you getting higher with comments like this are extremely low. Alright. That's all I've got to say for tonight. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. I'd love to see what your comments are. I will tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.